Assalamualaikum and a very good day for Dr. Zulkarnain and my beloved friend and also my viewers. So we are here today to talk to you guys about HVAC device in small building. Before going any further, let me introduce my group member. Our team consists 5 people. Me, Muhammad Amir Irfan bin Muhammad SHUKRI, RUSHANTHAN anak lelaki RANGANATHAN, Muhammad AIMAN bin RAZAK, Muhammad AIMAN bin ROSLI, Muhammad NAZRIN bin BAHARUDDin. Next, in our content presentation, they have introduction, method, sample and description, type of HVAC system, split air conditioner system, result and analysis, discussion, and lastly, conclusion and recommendation. I'll begin by explaining the introduction. What is HVAC? HVAC is the abbreviation for heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Where are the areas of HVAC application? HVAC has a wide area of application ranging from high-rise building, commercial complex, industrial unit, hospital, parking unit, hotel, and etc. Why do we require a HVAC system? To maintain air quality and thermal comfort so that the building occupant feel comfortable. In some cases, it is to fulfill the building purpose. After that, I'll move to the method. Method for case study is we need to go to the place that was given, and for our group, we got small mosque. For area of case study, we go to Surah Al-Muttaqin at Taman Aikro High. Area that we focus is prayer hall. Total built up area is 1,650 square feet. And the total of HVAC devices that have 5 units of split air conditioning system. Criteria of evaluation is costing. Example, installation, operation and maintenance, user habit, and lastly, existing condition. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum sir. I will explain about the third part, which is sample and description for the small mosque. So we collected a few information for this small mosque. It is located at Bukit Beruang. To be exact, it is located in Taman Aikro Heights. So the build-up area is 1,650 square feet. For the HVAC system, which is the most important, they use multiple single split unit system, 5 to be exact, which consists of 2 1.5 horsepower unit and 3 of 2 horsepower unit. Okay, this is the model layout of the building. We can see that the small mosque is not too big. The prayer hall is divided between men and women. So for the split unit, they use for the 2 horsepower, which have 3 unit, they use 2 horsepower media. The refrigerant type is R410A and the energy rating is 3 star. So for the 1.5 horsepower, they use Exxon, which use the same type of refrigerant R410A and also has 3 star energy. So for the fourth part, which is split air conditioning system, an air conditioning system that consists of 2 separate units, the water or air cooled condenser units and the air handling units. A split unit is easy to install and easy to maintain. It consists of an indoor unit and outdoor unit. So for indoor unit, it consists of many parts, but we will focus on the main part only. Firstly, the evaporator is a device that turns the liquid form of refrigerant into vapor. Secondly, the air filter, which clean the air that circulates through the system. The filters also traps many particles and contaminants such as dust and dirt. So thirdly, the thermostat. Thermostat is a device that detects the temperature of the surrounding air. And next is blower fan. Blower fan is a fan that blows cool air through the vents. So for the outdoor unit, it consists of compressor. Compressor is a device that compress the refrigerant into hot high pressure gas, and the condenser is something that receive the high pressure gas from the compressor and cooling the high pressure gas through a set of coils. By the time the refrigerant reach the end of the coils, it is still a pressurized liquid, but the heat has dissipated. And lastly, it is thermostatic expansion valve. Expansion valve is a very important device which controls the amount of refrigerant that is released into the evaporator and regulate the superheat refrigerant to a steady value.
Hi, my name is Rushan. I'm from Bmmh Section 2. For our case study, we have done HVAC devices in building. The building that was given to us was a small mosque. Now, let us hear the results and analysis. Well, for the results and analysis, we have collected data, so we were able to perform an estimate on the power consumption and operation cost. Well, the data that we have collected was the specifications of the aircon and the site measurement. By using these two data, we were able to do power consumption estimate and operation cost. Well, what is operation cost? Operation cost include the installation cost and also the maintenance or even repair costs which are involved during the long term of using the HVAC device. Okay, we have provided an estimate for the following specification of HVAC devices that we have found on site, which includes the 3 units of 2.0 horsepower air conditioner and 2 units of 1.5 horsepower air conditioner. Well, now let us look at the air conditioner energy consumption estimate for the 2.0 horsepower. Well, the 2.0 horsepower is a media brand air conditioner. The model number is MSK4 8-18CRN1. The HVAC system capacity is at 2.0 horsepower. The power consumption wattage is at 1758. The HVAC device ran for 10 hours a day, and 10 hours is for one single HVAC device. So, 3 HVAC devices ran for 10 hours a day, and the energy consumption estimate for a single unit per day is 17.58 kilowatts per hour. Per month is 5 to 7 kilowatts per hour, and for a year is around 6,416 kilowatts per hour. And the energy consumption estimate for 3 units, which is at 52.74 kilowatts per day, 1,582 kilowatts per month, and 19,250 kilowatts per year. Okay, next, let us look at the 1.5 horsepower air conditioner energy consumption estimate. Our 1.5 horsepower air conditioner is Accent. The model number is A5WM15S. The system capacity is at 1.5 horsepower, and the power consumption is at 1140, and it is also used for 10 hours per day. Okay, the energy consumption for a single unit per day is at 11.4 kilowatts per day, 342 kilowatts per month, and 4,161 kilowatts per year. And for 2 units, it's at 22.8 kilowatts per day, 684 kilowatts per month, and also 8,322 kilowatts per year. Okay, when we look at the energy consumption, okay, energy consumption is also very important when we choose a HVAC device. Okay, when in terms of energy consumption, when energy consumption comes to your mind, you have to think about, will it damage your pocket or not? Why do we need to think, does it damage our pocket or not? More energy equals more money that you need to fork out to pay your current bill. Well, Personally, I would not like to fork out extra cash just to pay my current bill just because I'm using a HVAC device. You have to be a smart user and think about the energy consumption. Okay, for example, you're in a single room. Okay, you do not need to actually put 2.0 horsepower. When you measure the room properly and take account the paint, the ventilation, and the square feet of the room, you will be able to come out the suitable horsepower that is needed to cool your room. So why do you need to pay more for this cooling your room when you can estimate a suitable HVAC system capacity to cool down your room? Okay, next let us look at the installation estimate for HVAC system. Okay, a HVAC device is not a device where you install, then you're going to throw it away, or you're going to put it in your store, or no matter what, you're still going to use it. A good HVAC system, when it is well maintained and well kept, it's going to last you for around 5 years to 10 years. 5 years, it's too short. Maybe in 5 years, you want to upgrade your system. Well, 10 years, your system is still in good condition and it is also well kept. Okay, so now let me show you the installation estimate for a HVAC system. Let us look at the 2.0 horsepower system, which is the media aircon. Well, this estimate was from a contractor. Well, during my SAM break, I was working with a contractor, and we used to install 2.0, 1.5 horsepower air conditioners, 2.0 and 1.5 horsepower air conditioners for residential, offices, and also certain buildings according to users' requests. When we try to explain to the user, most of the users are only interested in knowing the horsepower, but they are not looking at the energy consumption. They do not want to share our suggestion because what they see in the advertisement of the aircon, or whatever they see in YouTube or on the website, that's what they are interested in. Okay, so this 2.0 horsepower aircon, the condition for this installation is normal installation. By what I mean by normal installation is back-to-back unit. When you buy aircon, you will get around 10 feet of copper piping. Okay, so normal installation is back-to-back unit and no extra length of copper piping. When there's extra length of copper piping, the pricing is totally different. Since all the system in the small mosque was back-to-back installation, so this is the estimate of the pricing. The total price of installation for 1 unit of aircon is 2150, which is for the 2.0 horsepower. This estimate was around last year, and maybe for this year there might be slight changes or rapid changes due to the increase in material pricing, the increase in fuel pricing, and also due to some economic changes. Okay, the total unit for 3, and the total cost for installation of 3 units is around 6,450. Okay, next let us look at the 1.5 horsepower, which is the Accent brand. Okay, the Accent brand air conditioners model number is A5WM15S. The condition is also the same, normal installation, back-to-back unit, no extra length of copper piping. As I said just now, extra copper piping increases your installation costs by maybe a few ringgits, or depending on the total length. Okay, the price of installation is at 1,680. For this year, we were not able to get the correct quotation because the pricing was fluctuating, and then most of the shop installers were not able to give us the quotation on time. Okay, so there's 2 installed units of 1.5 horsepower in the small mosque, and the total cost of installation for 2 units is around 3,360. Well, when you're picking a HVAC system, always look at the power consumption which you are able to control. When you pick a HVAC system according to your area of cooling, okay, and according to area of cooling, you are able to control the power consumption because a small area cools faster and less power is needed, and a larger area takes a very long time to cool and more power is needed. And this won't show directly, but at the end of the month or in the middle of the month when your current bill comes from TNB, you can check the cost in your current bill, and that time you might have the shock of your lifetime just because you installed the aircon which is too small or too big, and it will cost a lot. It will affect your pockets by consuming a lot of power. And for the installation, plan ahead. Where do you want to place your outdoor unit? Where do you want to place your indoor unit? And is there any other choices to other than using split air conditioning system, or using a cassette type ceiling exposed, which is more convenient? Okay, so these are the steps. These are the things that we got from the result and analysis of the case study of our small mosque. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is RANGANATHAN from 2 Bmmh. So here I'm going to present about the discussion for our project for the case study for Hvac device installation in the building for the small mosque. That's in Malay we call surau. So here we have the basic criteria or factor before choosing a HVAC system. That is cost effectiveness or costing. People nowadays proactively seek opportunities to cut costs and ensure they have enough budget for other high ticket item. But if you go with an inexpensive, inefficient system, but your cost will add up because of the frequent part replacement or maintenance. But when you paying higher cost upfront for energy efficient HVAC system, it will save the overall company and your building for in operating cost and overall budget saving. Other than that, for the criteria for the cooling load is the rate at which sensible and latent heat must be removed from the space and maintain a constant space, dry bulb at temperature and humidity. Factors that influence sensible cooling load such as the glass window or door, or the direct sunlight striking windows and the exterior walls, and also the partition between the room. So next, for the energy efficiency, it is to achieve the energy efficiency heating, ventilation and air conditioning, that is HVAC system in building. It is essential to enhance the design of their various integrated mechanical and electrical components and to control and operate optimally for the system. So next, for the type of air conditioning system, the most common that we can see is window type air conditioner, and also portable air conditioner, wall air conditioner, and also the split type, and also for the ducted air conditioner. There is wide variation for the type of split system, but mainly split system air conditioner are typically going to be the most energy efficient type of air conditioner that you can install in your building. Next, this is the comparison between daily energy consumption and horsepower of air conditioner. So we can see for the energy consumption between 1.5 horsepower, 2 horsepower, and also 3 horsepower. 3 horsepower is the most efficient for the power consumption for the kilowatt hour per day. So next is the graph for the installation pricing comparison between air conditioner. Even though for the 3 horsepower HVAC system is expensive, but for the energy consumption it is the lowest because of the technology, high-end technology. Next, for the 1.5 horsepower, the installation pricing is more cheaper compared from 3 and 2 horsepower. So I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Imam bin RAZAK. So this is our conclusion and recommendation for our case study. So our conclusion is, depending on the needs HVAC engineers need to consider a lot more than just maintaining a pleasant temperature. The size, refrigerant variation, structure, and coolant types of HVAC system differ. These activities involve energy production and usage implementation and monitoring in HVAC system. With many variations, we can look into type of air conditioning system, the overall size of the system, cooling load, energy efficiency, cost effectiveness, and HSE requirements. So the designer should use certain guidelines to make sure the design is at optimal level and not over or poorly designed. So our recommendation is HVAC engineers should survey on other air conditioner types such as ceiling exposed or cassette type. Make sure of automation and automate the existing air conditioner with a thermal monitor or a auto exchanger which control which air conditioner to be used. So lastly, educate users regarding the maintenance schedule and standard operation of the air conditioner, which will even increase the operation span of the air conditioner and increase energy savings. So that's all from us. Thank you.